Oh goody, Jill Andrew, the anti-body shaming crusader, is at it again. This time, Jill's upset with an ad campaign running in Toronto's public transit system. The offending ads are for the National Ballet of Canada, and it showcases dancers doing their shtick in and around transit vehicles. So, what's not to love? Well, according to our plus-size social justice warrior, this ad campaign promotes unhealthy body image stereotypes. Yeah, imagine that. Photographs depicting physically fit dancers is somehow triggering Jill Andrew. Now, before I get into the nitty-gritty details, astute viewers of The Rebel might recall that we featured Jill in this space several months ago. Jill's the co-founder of something called the Body Confidence Canada Awards. When we last checked in on Jill the Thrill, she was meeting with the Ontario Human Rights Commissioner to discuss possible changes to the Ontario Human Rights Code. Jill wants to make it illegal to discriminate against a person due to their weight, size, or body shape. In any event, here's a clip of Jill in action when she delivered a speech on fat shaming and what she calls the thin epidemic.
I have come to see now just how fat and black embodiment, how excesses of fatness and blackness make some people uncomfortable, especially those who were born and raised on the milk and honey, the Western comforts of Eurocentric and thin-centric body and beauty ideals.
Yikes. But fear not, folks, because Jill does have some tips on how to combat Eurocentric fat shaming.
One of the tips is, when I get out of the shower, buck naked, I just stand there and say, in my best Broadway voice, I'm a big, bright, shining star, and I'm gonna shine forever.
I think I feel my white privilege shrinking right now. But back to the issue at hand. Jill hates those ballet ads because, well, there's just too many thin people being depicted. Here's what she said in a Toronto Star article, quote, "The body types of most ballet dancers do not adequately represent those of most Canadians and, I dare say, most TTC users." So what? The Toronto Transit Commission is now supposed to ban such ads? Really? 2 points. One, given the rigors of ballet, dancers have to be athletic, which means that aside from those hippos in Disney's Fantasia, you don't see a lot of fat ballerinas on stage. Secondly, forget about fat shaming. Isn't Jill guilty of thin shaming? In Jill's triple XL world, there doesn't seem to be much tolerance for thin people because those body types might be triggering to the husky folks. So now who's guilty in terms of discrimination based on body type? And another thing, full disclosure, folks, from a personal standpoint, I'll take plump Pam over skinny Minnie when it comes to a preferred female body type. And hey, I'm currently trying to lose 30 pounds myself. Yes, I'm fat, and the only reason I'm not circus fat is due to exercise. But in this regard, has Jill and her ilk ever thought that perhaps there's a valid reason for so-called fat shaming? If someone becomes morbidly obese, is this a good thing? Obesity is unhealthy. Obesity leads to a shorter lifespan. So yeah, if Large Marge is shamed into putting that fork down and getting onto a treadmill instead, well, maybe that's a prudent choice if such a lifestyle change leads to a longer, healthier life. It's certainly a better use of energy than publicly complaining about posters depicting ballerinas. Alas, with the likes of Jill Andrew, will they ever see the logic in such an argument? Fat chance. For the Rebel.media, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. Hey, if you like what you just saw, click subscribe below to never miss a Rebel video.